The Guardians of the Galaxy are a fictional spacefaring superhero team that appear in comic books published by Marvel Comics. Dan Abnett and Andy Lanning formed the team from existing and previously unrelated characters created by a variety of writers and artists, with an initial roster of Star-Lord, Rocket Raccoon, Quasar, Warlock, Gamora, Drax the Destroyer, and Groot. The modern Guardians team is the second to operate under the name, following the original team created by Arnold Drake and Gene Colan in 1969. These Guardians first appeared in Guardians of the Galaxy No. 1. A feature film based on the current team was released in 2014. Publication history: the second volume of the title was published in May 2008, written by Dan Abnett and Andy Lanning and featured a new team of characters from the Annihilation, Conquest storyline. Abnett and Lanning's work on the Annihilation, Conquest story laid the foundation for the new Guardians of the Galaxy book that they had been wanting to launch for some time. Editor Bill Roseman, who had also edited Annihilation, Conquest, provided more background. As the planning of Annihilation, Conquest came together, it occurred to us that, if things went well, there would be a group of characters left standing who would make for a very interesting and fun team. It also provided the motivation the team would need, as on the heels of two back-to-back wars, they're out to prevent any new Annihilation-sized disasters from erupting. The title ran parallel with Nova Volume 4, which was also written by Abnett and Lanning. The two crossed over in the storylines War of Kings and Realm of Kings. Paul Pelletier penciled the first 7 issues. Brad Walker and Wes Craig alternated penciling tasks from number 8 to number 25. The book was cancelled in April 2010 with issue 25. Some plot threads were concluded in the Thanos Imperative 1/6 and its 2 one-shots. The team appeared reassembled in Avengers Assemble number 4/8. The Guardians of the Galaxy will appear in a new series for Marvel now. Starting with issue 0.1 written by Brian Michael Bendis and drawn by Steve McNiven. In addition to the previous Guardians, Iron Man will also join the team. Team history: in the aftermath of the Phalanx invasion of the Kree, Star-Lord decides to form a team of interstellar heroes that will be proactive in protecting the galaxy, rather than reacting to crises as they happen. To this end, he recruits Warlock, Drax the Destroyer, Gamora, Phyla-Vell, Rocket Raccoon, and Groot, with Mantis as support staff. On the recommendation of their ally, Nova, the group establishes a base of operations on the space station Nowhere, which possesses a teleportation system with near-universal range. An intelligent, telepathic dog named Cosmo is Nowhere's chief of security and works closely with the new team. After a confrontation with the Universal Church of Truth, the team meets a semi-amnesiac man who identifies himself as Vance Astro, Major Victory of the original Guardians of the Galaxy. Astro's declaration inspires the as-yet unnamed team to adopt the Guardians of the Galaxy name for their own. When the team learns Star-Lord directed Mantis to telepathically coerce the heroes into joining the team, they disband. Rocket Raccoon decided to continue Star-Lord's mission and started a search for the missing members. He asked Bug to join the team, as well. Groot's return to full size and the addition of Mantis and Major Victory as field members. Meanwhile, Star-Lord was banished to the negative zone by Ronan the Accuser for his actions during the Phalanx's attempted conquest of the Kree Empire. There, he finds himself in the middle of King Blasar's fight to break into 42 and use its portal to invade Earth. Star-Lord allies with Jack Flag to defend the prison and contact the other Guardians for rescue. Rocket's new team successfully brings both of them back, and Flag becomes a Guardian. Elsewhere, Drax and Phyla begin looking for Cammy, but on their search they talk to a seer who tells them about an oncoming war. Phyla was able to wake Moon Dragon from the dead, but lost her quantum bands in the process. The consequence for Phyla is that she is now the new Avatar of Death. They went back to Nowhere and did not follow up on the search for Cammy. War of Kings. Warlock and Gamora return and inform the team of the War of Kings. They split into 3 teams, one each to the Kree and Shad, and one staying on Nowhere to coordinate. The Kree team is heard by Black Bolt and the Inhumans, but their request for peace is denied. The Shia team is attacked by Vulcan and the Imperial Guard, leading them to ally with the Starjammers. Star-Lord, Mantis, Bug, Jack Flag, and Cosmo are taken to the 31st century by that era's Guardians, who warn them of the creation of an all-destroying energy rift called the Fault at the war's conclusion. Trapped in the future, Star-Lord's team is able to get a message to Warlock in the 21st century. Warlock is unable to stop the Fault's creation, but is able to contain it with a spell that requires a stable, unused timeline. Warlock chooses the one he previously erased, causing him to become the Magus. Star-Lord's team, with the help of Kang the Conqueror, are returned to this point in the time stream. To escape, Magus fakes the death of himself, Mantis, Cosmo, Major Victory, Marta, and Gamora. Marta frees herself with the help of Maelstrom, and enables Mantis to call the other Guardians for help telepathically. When they come to the rescue, Phyla-Vell is misled by Maelstrom into freeing Thanos. Thanos kills Marta, but is captured by the Guardians and taken back to Nowhere as a prisoner. The Thanos Imperative. When the universe is invaded by the alternate universe, Cancerverse, on the other side of the Fault, the Guardians take Thanos to the Cancerverse in an attempt to end the war early. Along the way, Drax attacks Thanos and is killed. They are ultimately successful at ending the war, but Thanos is left enraged and promising to kill everyone. Along with Nova, Star-Lord remains in the collapsing Cancerverse as the other Guardians escape. After the death of Star-Lord, the Guardians disband. Still believing in their cause, Cosmo recruits another team under the name Annihilators. Rocket Raccoon and Groot later reunite and decide to continue the Guardians' legacy after the duo prevent an incident on Rocket's home world, Half-World. The new team appears on Earth to aid the Avengers against Thanos. Marvel Now. After Star-Lord's father visits him in a bar to tell him that it is forbidden for any alien species to visit Earth, Iron Man is attacked by Badoon appearing to attack Earth. The Guardians and their newest member Iron Man defeat the ship. However, London is still attacked. The Guardians defend London and finish off the horde of Badoon but learn that, for violating the Earth is off-limits rule, or the Spartax Earth Directive, they are to be placed under arrest by the King of Spartax. The Guardians manage to escape with the help of Groot, who had recently regrown after being destroyed by a Badoon ship's explosion. The team includes Star-Lord, Drax the Destroyer, Gamora, Groot, Rocket Raccoon, and Tony Stark. In April 2013, it was announced that Image Comics' Angela would join the Marvel Universe due to a legal battle between Neil Gaiman and Todd McFarlane. After appearing in Age of Ultron, she joined the Guardians in November. Captain Marvel and Agent Venom are set to join the team. Reception. The series debuted to mostly positive reviews. The May 2008 sales estimate for the first issue was 39,854 copies, making it the 61st top-selling comic title that month. The first and second issues sold out. They have been reprinted in a collected edition. Collected editions. The series was collected into individual volumes, Legacy No. 1-6, 144 pages, hardcover, January 2009, ISBN 0-7851-3326-7, softcover, April 2009, ISBN 0-7851-3338-0, War of Kings, Book 1 No. 7-12, 144 pages, hardcover, June 2009, ISBN 0-7851-3982-6, softcover, October 2009, ISBN 0-7851-3339-9, Book 2 No. 13-19 and Marvel Spotlight, War of Kings, 168 pages, hardcover, November 2009, ISBN 0-7851-4127-8, softcover, April 2010, ISBN 978-0-7851-4048-1. Realm of Kings No. 20-25, hardcover, July 2010, ISBN 0-7851-4543-5, softcover, November 2010, ISBN 0-7851-4 4049-2, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, Cosmic Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Angela, Guardians of the Galaxy All New X-Men, The Trial of Jean Grey, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Guardians Disassembled. In other media, television, the Guardians of the Galaxy are mentioned by the Dark Surfer in the episode, When Strikes the Surfer of the animated series The Superhero Squad Show. The Guardians of the Galaxy appear in the episode Michael Kovac of the animated series The Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes. In this adaptation, the team consists of Star-Lord, Rocket Raccoon, Groot, Quasar, and Adam Warlock. They arrived on Earth where they pursued Kovac. The Guardians of the Galaxy appear in the Ultimate Spider-Man episode Guardians of the Galaxy. The team consists of Star-Lord, Rocket Raccoon, Gamora, Groot, and Drax the Destroyer. The Guardians of the Galaxy were responsible for training Nova. Rocket Raccoon calls upon Nova and Spider-Man to help the Guardians of the Galaxy fight the Chitauri led by Kovac. In the Return of the Guardians of the Galaxy, the Guardians of the Galaxy land on Earth to repair their ship at the time when Titus was leading the Chitauri into claiming Nova's helmet. After the Guardians of the Galaxy's ship is repaired, they helped Nova and Spider-Man fight Titus and the Chitauri. After Titus was defeated even when SHIELD arrives, the Guardians of the Galaxy leaves with Titus in their custody while the remaining Chitauri escapes. The Guardians of the Galaxy appear in the Avengers Assemble episode Guardians and Space Knights. The team consists of Star-Lord, Rocket Raccoon, Gamora, Groot, and Drax the Destroyer. The Avengers had to deal with the Guardians of the Galaxy at the time when Galactus was led to the Tiberius planet by Iron Man to consume it instead of the Earth, causing the Tiberi to evacuate. Even though the Avengers and the Guardians of the Galaxy had a hard time, they then realized that Iron Man led Galactus to the Tiberius planet because it had become unstable where the explosion knocked out Galactus. After the Tiberi found another planet to settle on, Captain America tells Star-Lord that he hopes that their paths cross again. A Guardians of the Galaxy animated series is in the works as announced during Marvel's San Diego Comic-Con panel. Film. A live-action film based on the comic book and team, Guardians of the Galaxy, was released on August 1, 2014. It is directed by James Gunn, and star Chris Pratt as Peter Quill, Zoe Saldana as Gamora, Dave Bautista as Drax the Destroyer, Bradley Cooper as the voice of Rocket Raccoon, Van Diesel as the voice of Groot, Lee Pace as Ronan the Accuser, Michael Rooker as Yondu, Karen Gillan as Nebula, Jimon Hounsou as Korath, Benicio del Toro as the Collector, John C. Reilly as Ramonde, and Glenn Close as Commander Rail. A film also Josh Brolin as Thanos. Principal photography began in June 2013 and ended in October 2013. Video games. Rocket Raccoon appears in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 as a playable character. Star-Lord is mentioned by Nova and Groot is mentioned by Rocket Raccoon. Members of the Guardians of the Galaxy appear in the MMORPG, Marvel Heroes. Currently, only Rocket Raccoon is playable while Groot can be summoned by Rocket Raccoon as temporary support hero. Star-Lord was announced on December 17, 2013 as a part of the Advance Pack promotion. The Guardians of the Galaxy appear in LEGO Marvel's Super Heroes. The team consists of Groot, Rocket Raccoon, Drax the Destroyer, Gamora and Star-Lord. The game's Guardians of the Galaxy achievement also considers Ronan the Accuser and Nova as members of the team. Iron Man is cut out of the team. The Guardians of the Galaxy appear in Marvel Avengers Alliance, as a tie-in with the release of the upcoming film. Rocket Raccoon was the hero reward for achieving the top tier in a previous past season of PvP play. Gamora is available for recruitment as a tactician class hero. Drax the Destroyer was the hero the reward for achieving the top tier in the most recent season of PvP play. Groot is available for recruitment as a bruiser class hero. Toys. A Guardians of the Galaxy 3-pack for the Marvel Universe 3 3/4 toy line includes a Rocket Raccoon, Star-Lord, Drax, and a miniature Groot. The three will be re-released individually as part of the Avengers Infinite toy line. A Drax figure and a Rocket Raccoon Build-A figure have been released in their Guardian uniforms as part of the Marvel Legends line. Film versions of the team will be released as part of the Marvel Minimates toy line in fall 2014. References. External links: Guardians of the Galaxy at the Comic Book DB, Guardians of the Galaxy at the Grand Comics Database, Guardians of the Galaxy at the Comic Book DB.